And that's why my dad's a spy.
Yeah.
How it be, how it is. Everybody, welcome in and welcome back. Et tu, fish. Et tu. How's everybody doing tonight? We are back into Void Scourge. If you didn't know, there's only a few episodes left of Void Scourge, whereas the rest of the season will be going on prolonged. So you are in it for some of the last episodes, some of the most stressful stuff. And don't worry, we'll pick up Void Scourge next season at the beginning of fall. I am SirFeffers, your humble dungeon master of the long shot table, and we have 3 weekly streamed campaigns, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So if you need your fix, we've got even more of a rockstar cast, some phenomenal beings. Fantastic community. You can catch up on those episodes if you would like to on the YouTube Jake and Feffers, and if you are interested in joining our community, you can head over to our Discord as well. Last we left off, the party has boldly enacted upon their plans to remove the Sealer Hert from power within the Vayant Court, the Vayant Fayan Court, to instead replace them with the Riverlord Solitas, an ally and friend of the Adeline Circle and the party. The Sealer Hert has been up to some weird stuff, trying to get a war going with one of the other courts, whilst actually working with the Shadowfell, who turns out is being manipulated by nightmares. There's a long rabbit hole, and we have really been peeling this onion, unpeeling the onion, and it's all starting to come to a head. I'm very excited. Fish Finley, would you like to take us away on the introductions?
Hello, I'm Fish. You can find me everywhere as Fish Finley. I sing, I play games, and I do art. It's a very fun time. Right now, I've got a really, really cool project in the works with regards to my art stuff, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be a collab with a bunch of different artists. It's very, very cool. Speaking of my art, I've got prints available of a bunch of my art. Currently, there's a 5% sale and free shipping on orders over $30, so go check that out. It's in my links. Also, I am on the board for the Crit Awards, critawards.org. Where nominations are open. You can nominate all your favorite content creators for all of our variety of awards. We have like 48 different awards, so go and nominate all your favorite content creators. We have a lot of art categories, a lot of different categories for different NPCs, for different TRPG streams, and for podcasts. So go check that out. Nominate all your favorite content creators. That'll be open until May 31st, and then we'll figure out who our finalists are and go from there. Other than that, I stream on Tuesdays from 6 to 8 Pacific Daylight Time, doing art stuff over on Fish Finley Twitch, and that's kind of it. Gonna throw it to Lex.
Hello, I'm SmolBirdLex. You can find me at SmolBirdLex. I am here on Saturdays, and that's it at the moment. I do commissions. They're closed at the moment because they're a little packed right now, but I'll open those up as soon as possible, so hire me. Passing it to Quincy.
Hello, everybody. My name is Quincy Sauer. I'm just happy to be here. I like playing D&D. Yeah, I got a cookbook. That's pretty much it. Woo! Go ahead, Offbeat.
What up? My name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok under the exact same names. And on YouTube, I'm starting to branch out into more of like a media analyst type channel. I'm talking more about shows and things that interest me in general, making bits. And I just made a video on Avatar: The Last Airbender. And the comments are... Oh, it's out. And
oh,
the
let's go.
Are rolling in. They're rolling in. Oh, my God. They are so salty. Dude, Quincy, if you need a new recipe for your book, I got the saltiest section for you to find. They be mad.
That's awesome.
Oh, man.
So if you want to check what's getting people all up in a fuss, go check out on the YouTube. It's very funny. It's a good time.
People are angry commenting before even watching the video.
Oh,
they
they
haven't seen it yet, but
they see the title and it goes red. They see red. Oh, it's funny. Anyway, I really wanted to talk about that today. That's all. Go watch that if you're interested. It's about Avatar and about Varric. Oh, the one everyone forgot. Passing it back to Fev.
Alrighty, gang. You are standing next to Solitas, who is looking immensely pleased with himself, staring around at the drastically contradictive moment. The entire Vant court stands before you in their two bleachers, their two cascading bleachers off to the sides, and they're all arguing and yelling. And Miriam, you note the goblins that are your allies. They all kind of get up and they start positioning themselves throughout the room just in case they're needed for something. And you still don't see a Strix anywhere, which is appropriate for the rogue.
Which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm. The two Owlins, Lord Nesura and Lady Lemai, are hollering at the top of their lungs, infuriated and yelling mostly at the court. You can see the ambassador of the Astral Elves off in one corner, just kind of looking around, alarmed, completely out of his element, because, you know, where he's from, everything makes sense. This is the Feywild. Eventually, you watch as the Lord of the Sealer Hearts starts hollering in confusion at his wife. His wife is the one that the party knows has been moving the cultists around and arming them with pieces of the Void Scourge. And it occurs to you that maybe Lord Nesura has no absolute idea about this. And because he doesn't have any of that context, he is going to step forward, turn to the party in anger, and you watch as he transforms into a huge-sized owlin. And Lady Lemai notes this, and you see a look of panic, a look of alarm, and she starts trying to say something to him to get him not to attack. But he does. Roll initiative.
Well, boy.
Hey, if we killing dictators today, let's take them both down, huh? Bring them both into this combat.
So I'm gonna take this opportunity to remind the chat that we've got Void Scourge and Space Bingo. If you go over to the Discord, you can find the bingo cards. The reason why I say this is because I rolled a solid 3 on my initiative, and that's a nat 1 for initiative, which fun fact is on the bingo card. So
You know what else is on the bingo card? The exact opposite of that. Offbeat rolls absurdly high. I got a 30. So
Fuck you.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
What is
Dex
my
is higher,
plus?
Quincy.
just call
I
me
have
in
a
like
plus
20
3 to
minutes when we
Dex,
make it around
17.
to my turn.
Plus 3.
Yeah.
I also have a plus 3, 17.
Ooh, rollies.
Rollies! We haven't had a rollies all season, I feel like.
I think you won.
4.
I rolled a 2.
All right, let's go. I'll take it. Actually, though, can I go after Nerium?
I would
Considering
say
you're
that
tied.
if you committed to the rollies, you got to stick with it.
Damn.
Okay.
He's being a stickler today. He's trying to kill us.
We try to die today. All right.
Alright, it's been nice knowing y'all.
Just
Thanks
so
for
you
tuning in to
know,
Void Scourge.
When we clobber your people, oh man, I should have let Quincy go after. Man, regrets are gonna be made.
We've got a 3 from Fish.
Well, I'll be here when we eventually make it around through the entire initiative order. Don't worry
Nova
about me.
with a 30.
Oh god. I have a couple amazing openings that I could do because I saved my wish. That would be so funny.
Solitas with a 17.
Nice.
You watch as these thorny vine-like plants begin cascading from Lady Lemai. If you guys want to do something with the goblin faction that is in the rafters, that is in the wings, if you will. You may command them to do so with a free action, but they will act on the 20 mark because that'll be like your lair action.
Oh, we have a lair action.
Love it. I
Nice.
love
Lair
it. That's
action
amazing.
goblins.
That's so fun.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Almost there. All right. Nova. Clearly, this Lord Nasura of the Sealer Heart means you ill will. It is clearly gearing up to step forward and either command people to attack you or attack you directly. You have a 30 on initiative, so you get to go first.
That little trick I pulled in the temple.
The temple.
Forbiddance.
Mm-hmm.
And it eviscerated the Fey creatures.
Mm-hmm. Let me counter your implication. The only thing keeping you in the game right now is that the wings are undecided. If they rally to Sealer Heart's wishes side of things, you will probably lose. Simply because you will have a unified Vayant court.
Ooh.
And if you put down Forbiddance, that's going to hurt them too.
You know, that's a good point. I'm glad you reminded me about the wings, because I was about to go nuclear. What if, okay. In that case, we need precision. If we need precision, we need simulacrums. First action on my turn, I'm going to cast Wish using my 9th level spell slot. Any counters?
For Wish? Yeah. Lady Lemai will try to counterspell your Wish.
I will attempt to counterspell of her counterspell.
Okay.
What level? Did she cast it at a higher level?
She did.
Alright, I'll roll for it.
Okay.
That is a 21.
Okay.
Just scratch that, I mean a 22.
Looks like it goes through.
Okay, my reaction's used up. I get my wish off.
Mm-hmm.
Wish goes up. I get my simulacrum, my double, my rotten soldier. I'm gonna use my free action to hand it, the spare Dragon's Wrath rapier
Okay.
that I have on my hip and the spell casting focus. Okay. Thinking. It'd probably be impolite to put him in a force cage.
He's a huge sized creature now.
Oh, he wouldn't. He'd fit in the cage, but not in the block, but not in the box.
Got you.
I don't think I want to do that though. I do think I want to kill him. I'm gonna have my simulacrum then. I'm going to have it bonus action cast Spirit Shroud at 5th level.
Okay.
And I'm going to have it move in to attack the owl. It is going to first start off by making 2 attacks. 1 weapon attack, and then casting Shocking Grasp as its second extra attack because it's Blade Singer. That nets out to being a 26 to hit and a 24 to hit.
On the king?
On the king, yes.
24 hits.
24 hits, and so therefore the 26 hits. Excellent. It will take all of this juicy damage. It can no longer heal. Shocking Grasp has taken its reaction, so it no longer can have a reaction. Plus 6 plus 13. 13 plus... That is going to be 71 damage It can no longer heal. It can no longer use a reaction. Its movement is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay.
Then Nova will, seeing how it's reacting. I don't really have anything else for bonus
Give me that
action.
debuff again, just so I write it down.
It can no longer use its reaction. Its movement has been reduced by 10 feet, and it can't heal all until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
I will then also, I will use my bonus action Blade Song. And that is my turn. I'm going to save my action surges.
Okay. Are you going to verbally command the goblins at all? Because we got the 20 mark coming up.
Oh, true. How many? We got like 30 something goblins, right?
Yeah.
Have them all tackle the lady, the thorn lady.
Yeah. Stop her from interfering! I'm gonna command them to all tackle Lady Lemarie.
They're pretty far. They're up in the rafters. They're up in the wings. They're roughly 80 feet on either side.
That elbow drop gonna hit pretty hard though, right?
Okay. So you're in this long courtyard, and then it slants along the sides upwards of seats. But I like it.
guns? Do they have guns? Or sidearms or weapons? Or
They've got weapons, but they don't have guns.
I'm just gonna give them a general command, and then I want to see what they do with it. Keep her busy. Just
Keep her
see
busy.
What they do.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't want them to. I don't want her to interfere with this fight. Is
Okay.
basically the intent. I don't know what the hell. They can figure that out
Okay.
themselves. That'll be my
That's
turn.
your turn?
Yeah.
One of the bigger goblins looks at a Kenku, grabs it, and hurls it at the queen. But other ones, many of the other ones begin looking at each other and then pulling various knives and blades, a couple of easily hidden like blowguns, and start moving. And the ones with melee weapons begin moving and jostling through the people. That is so they're using a dash action to get to roughly the bottom, but they're not there yet.
Okay.
The goblins with blowguns, we're gonna say there's 5 of them. All load up you watch as they all begin loading these needles, and not a one of them hit.
Hey, you know what? If they're causing interference, that's all I need. We don't need them. We don't need them to hit.
Yeah, you watch, and she looks up in that direction, and you see the damage. Well, okay, hang on. Let's do this first. The 20 mark. I am also going to take my lair action, and Lord Nesura is going to kind of push his little owl head down into his body a bit, and then focus, and you watch as the red dress on Lady Lemai ripples into this black red, and from it the floor, that jagged marble floor that was always changing colors with her dress, you see the red and black sift through the jags towards the party. I need the entire party to make dex saves as they use the ability Jagged Coffin.
Okay. And you listen here. Okay. Already rolled a nat 1 today. Don't.
18.
Okay, that is a 21 for me, and a 12 for the sim.
A dirty
Sim
20
fails.
for lottery.
Okay, sim fails. Fish.
Oh no.
Please no.
Oh no. No!
Not one for 3.
Okay.
Fish got inspo.
Someone
Oh,
get me
fish has
inspo.
inspo.
Someone
Fish
get
has
me
inspo.
inspo. Thank you.
Go, 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 go. Thank you, Audrey.
That's 20. 22. Thank you so much.
all of the wicked veins within the marble all pry outwards as large slabs, boom, try to clap you at the party. For the most part, everyone darts backwards or forwards. In Solitas's case, he just shoulder checks one of them and steps out. But the sim is not so lucky. The sim is restrained
Fine.
and takes 41 points of magical piercing damage.
Yeesh.
41.
41.
I'm gonna spend a 5th level spell slot as my reaction to activate Song of Defense.
You don't have
reducing
your
the damage.
reaction.
My sim has the reaction.
Ah, touche.
you thought you could catch me? I am nimble. That is gonna be. I'm gonna reduce the damage by 25, reducing it down to 16, so it'll only take 16 damage.
Okay. Blood pools below. Lady Lemai sees the damage that has been done to her husband. Sees the needles and sees that things are more complicated and out of nowhere, and there's so much she doesn't know, and you watch as it boils and she snaps. She flies up into the air. In this realm, no divine whispers will grace your lips. No sacred echoes will answer your call, for I have sundered the heavens themselves, severed the threads that bound them to our world, ensuring that no god's gaze will fall upon this land. Your supplications are but whispers in the void, unheard and unheeded, as all celestial guardians have been cast away by my hand. Alone you stand with only the echoes of your own voice as company in the vast silence. I wish that you and everyone you wish you could protect was dust.
She do be a
Counter
yapper.
spell. Miriam says.
But see, you got a counter spell.
I have a counter spell. I will
Okay.
counter it. I will try to counter spell.
Okay.
I need to give Chester counter spell.
Let me roll for it. That is a 19 plus stuff.
Plus
What
your
am I-
charisma modifier.
Plus my charisma. Oh, that's a 29.
And it has to beat her spell save DC.
Yeah,
Which
it
is-
has to beat it has to beat a 10 plus the level of spell cast. So the DC is 19.
So that is a 29. And you see Lotto just... You talk an awful lot for a fair lady.
She screams.
Just so
in
you know, that was a
rage.
level 3.
She screams in rage, and you can see the vines that are thorny begin to break and break the marble beneath and dig into and grow into the stone. And you hear the tromp of soldiers from behind her. Also of note, on the far side of the room there are 2 doors, both going downwards. Alright, bonus action. Let's see.
You know what I just realized, guys? We have a sim in the boat with a wish on the docket.
I also can subtle cast Feeble Mind.
We should use that on her.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Hell yeah. But we could wish. We should think about what we should wish that is very chaotic at this moment.
Mass
I wish the moon was
polymorphic
back.
goblins.
Hey!
Polymorph them into dragons.
That'd be very funny.
Gargantuan
actually
dragons.
I'm looking at it right now. It all depends on the challenge rating of the goblins themselves.
Ah, damn.
Okay, the whips, the ground around the party erupts as vines lash out just in every which way direction. Make another deck save, party.
Oh boy.
I'm using a different dice.
Does this count as a magical effect
I'd say so.
or a spell?
It's,
Okay.
it's,
I get,
it's, yeah.
19.
then I get advantage on these.
Sim instant fails because he's restrained. Nova made a 19 on the save.
25 for lottery.
30, 20.
19 was the save.
Yes.
Everyone's gonna take half damage. Unless
Ow.
they rolled under 19. Ooh. Ooh.
Rude. Rude.
Did we take damage the first time that the floor did a thing too?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Cool.
Almost perfect. But 68 points.
That's
of
halved?
damage. No.
Yeah.
Down to 34.
That still
I get
hurts.
it halved again.
What kind of damage is it?
Acid.
Oh, okay.
Ew.
That would be 34 halved.
God damn it.
Okay.
All right. That brings us to Solitas. Solitas is going to step sideways, look around the party, kind of start doing some measurements, and he's going to cast 8th level. Let me double check. Fuck me. Sorry. I had it, but I want to make sure I say the right thing.
Measure twice, cut once. We got you.
I panicked. In a second, I got right up in my head about it. It was not the one I thought it was. Good. Sunburst at 8th level.
Ooh.
Let's go.
That is going to be 12d6. You guys might hear my dice roller. Apologies. Oh my god, it's going so slow. I see the problem. I should have used my phone.
You haven't. You turned
Yeah,
off
you have
hardware
graphics.
acceleration.
You have graphics acceleration turned off.
All right, and they both need a con save. Lady Lemai rolls a 1.
Ooh,
But
let's go.
Lord Nesura succeeds and only takes 25, whereas Lady Lemai takes 49.
Nice.
Which brings us to Lord Nesura. First thing he's going to do is he is going to raise up his one wing, and like as it comes down in this weird curve whip sensation, immediately nothing happens, and then a tornado spikes down onto Nova Wake.
Ooh.
Will it hit or deck save?
I'm rolling to hit. That's a 29 to hit.
So close. I almost. Hey Miriam, what type of fighter did we make you again?
What kind of fighter?
Yeah, you're an Echo Knight. You're not a Cloud.
Yeah.
Cloud.
I don't got my. Sorry.
I was hoping. Anyone got Cloud Rune? I will. That sucks. All my reactions are gone. I'll take the hit.
My echo every fight. What kind of fighter are you?
There was a hope and a prayer, okay? 'Cause if you Cloud Rune this onto Lady Lemari, that would have been very funny.
In another universe, Nerium is a cloud rune.
You take 31 points of force damage.
Oh.
Roll a d4. Sorry, roll a d8, and that's the direction you're flinging.
6.
6. You are flung into the leftmost rafter. And you take 2 points of damage.
Oh no.
How dare.
That tornado then moves to take in Azalea. I roll to hit. (14 + 14) is a...
That hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need to math that. That hits.
Roll a d8 for me.
Oh god. Where? There. 5.
You join Nova in the rafters. I gotta stop saying rafters. It's like bleachers. It's
Oh, that makes a lot more sense.
What you meant.
32 points of force damage, and then another 1 damage of as you land on Nova. All right. He then is going to move himself forward. He is 10 feet up in the air, hovering over Solitas and Nerium as this huge owl. Lottery with Nerium on deck.
Word. What is the challenge level of the goblins? Is it quarter, half, 1?
I'd say 1.
1?
They've
Word.
got specific skills that they can use.
Cool. For my bonus action, I would like to use Lottery wants to pull out his card and use the Hidden Ace Flourish that he always attaches the Wish spell to. Cast Wish, and I would also like to cast Simulacrum.
To your surprise, you hear someone try to counter you in the language of the Astral Elves. And you look to the ambassador, who is leaping down into the courtyard with a very magical-looking rapier as he's taking off his capelet and throwing it on the ground. And you see he has murder in his eyes for Azalea.
Yay!
I don't blame you, but that's no good reason to
Great.
counterspell my spell. So
Did the counter spells go off?
I
We're
would like
seeing now.
I want to counterspell his counterspell.
Okay, roll for it.
I will use a 7th level spell slot on that.
Well done. Another version of Lottery. Go ahead.
You just see kind of just like, and no. And just like this massive wave of counterspell energy is just like probably overcompensating for the power of a counterspell, but it's like, this is happening. And the simulacrum kind of forms and shapes, and Lottery looks at himself. They both kind of nod to each other, and they both look over to Nova. Second verse, same as the first. I'm trying to do
I
a little
like
bit
your thinking. Oh, fuck.
So the simulacrum, just so I'm understanding, it has half of my current health.
Half of your max.
Half of my max. Okay, so
Yes.
that'll be 91. And then does it have all of my spell sets besides the ones that I've used? So like it's kind of like
Yes. You
Like,
have,
so- I've used a 7th level, I used a 9th level, and I use a 3rd level currently right now. So that's my simulacrum wouldn't be able to get those, correct?
yes, those would be already marked off for the
Fantastic. That's what I just wanted to make sure. And then Lottery's going to look at the his sim, and is like, can you help those darlings up there real quick for me, please? Thank you. I still have a main action because I used a bonus action to cast this, and I would like to cast Hex on Lady Lemarie.
Okay.
So that will be also if I can give her disadvantage on Give her disadvantage. What can I do with this one? What does that do? Just a wisdom save? Wisdom, please.
Okay. This on wisdom. All right.
DDL. This on wisdom. And I'd like Lottery to move as far as he can out of kind of like within counterspelling range for other things, but also kind of just like out of the way of any of more of the floor trying to whoosh them.
You could try for the bleachers.
I will head towards the closest bleachers that I can get.
All right. Lauder, you're not particularly tall, so there's a moment where you have to run up and like, ha, ha, and you grab onto the ledge and you clamber up into the into the rafters.
Don't look. All right. And the sim happens right after mine, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So the sim's nonverbal, correct? He can't talk.
Sim can talk.
Sim can talk. So in Lottery's voice, you hear shouting up to the goblins, "Hello, lovelies! Which one of you want to be stronger? I need 10 volunteers, please."
They all raise their hand.
Okay, so I would like to okay, that one doesn't exist. We'll do this. He goes ahead and casts mass polymorph on 10 of them.
Okay.
And 10 of them turn into dire wolves.
Ooh, okay. As they all begin to fill up and move people out of the way as they get bigger, start looking around.
And because the sim is concentrated on this, you kind of see like very thin strands of like tendrils of like almost puppeteering kind of like magic come from the fingers, just kind of connected to each of the beasts. And is like, "Fetch, please." And kind of looking at Lady Lemai, and that will be the sim's turn.
All right. All right, Nerium.
Miriam's gonna pull her same bullshit, just wipes the sweat off her brow and slaps it into the ground, and then her echo just appears through the droplets, and the depths of the ocean just appear right behind her. She's like, "Alright, who we getting first?" She elbows Solitas.
I'm going for the big one.
Copycat. How far away is he from me?
He is about 20 feet
10
from you. About 10
You
feet
said
in
10
the
feet
air.
in the air.
10 feet in the
So
air.
Your glaive can hit him.
I was like, I can jump that. I can jump pretty high.
You don't even need a jump. Your glaive can just hit him.
Yeah, she's like 6 feet tall. Yeah, you're right. Plus 18. 25 for the first attack.
25 just hits.
That's the AC, 25?
Oh no, sorry, for the Lord it's a 24. So it hits.
It's a 20, so it's no.
You have advantage.
Okay. 18 and 18. Big
36.
number. And 28 again.
That's 3 hits.
6, sorry. I'm not good at math. Alright, so my 4 attacks. Into my damage.
You can action surge as well.
Yeah, no, we should get it all done right away. You're right. I know what I'm doing. I haven't fought as Miriam in so long, I'm like forgetting my shit. Let's try again. 37.
37.
34.
Yep.
36.
That's your.
Okay.
That's 6 hits.
Bet. None of them were crits. I'm doing digital dice because I don't have all the physical ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6.
Should have 18
24 times
d6.
6. Math. Plus 96. That is 240 damage as Miriam jumps forward and slices through a star shape. And then the echo comes up from behind, encapsulates them both, and piranhas start munching on him.
The piranhas start munching, and then you see him look up to you, and he's not even bloodied.
Damn.
He is going to use his reaction
None of that.
to take a bite at you.
Look, I'm beefy, but I don't taste very good.
That's a crit.
Ow!
I need you to make a dex saving throw or be swallowed.
Again?
My exact thoughts.
22?
I knew someone would say it. I didn't think two people would say it. 22. Okay, you are not swallowed.
Yes!
And it doesn't have its reaction anymore.
Anyone else's dice look weird on D&D Beyond? Mine are just all red right now. Like, it doesn't show the numbers. It just shows me like the result at the bottom.
You take a clean 45 damage.
Ow.
Is that just slashing?
Motherfucker!
Magical piercing.
You have that.
Was it 44?
45.
Ooh, a beak would hurt that much. Jesus. Miriam's been swallowed once already. We're not trying to do that again. I don't know if y'all remember chat.
Oh, roll a d6 for me, Miriam.
6.
6?
Yep.
Your current hit points are now your hit point max.
That can be fixed with a lesser restoration or a greater restoration. You're fine. Shrug it off. Shrug it off. Shrug it off.
Why does the music keep doing that? What ho, music? What ho?
What ho?
This is why we get backup music.
Backup dancers?
Okay. Is it your turn, Miriam?
Yeah.
Okay. Ambassador Ottico, who believes he has a full understanding of the situation, is going to look at Lady Lemai and fix her with a look that a lot of you have never seen before. She needs a DC 16 Wisdom save.
Who?
Lady Lemai.
Okay. And she has disadvantage on the wisdom saves.
Oh, Oh, you so right.
It's of Hex.
Okay, she fails, so she will have to burn a legendary resistance.
Let's go.
We got one. We got one and we didn't have to pay for it. That's what counts.
He's then going to turn and dart up and around and sideways with his rapier and close with Azalea and go for the strike.
He's going to enter into my range.
You know, he goes all the way up the rafters.
Your range?
Or- yeah, because I'm on top. I landed right into Nova.
Oh, fuck. Sorry.
We're right
Thank
up.
you.
We're on the bleacher rafters.
My apologies. He is going to spend the dash action and cross and get to the bottom of those bleachers, and is making headway towards Azalea.
Okay.
Azalea, your turn.
Does it? Am I getting like the clear viewpoint that he's going after me, not Nova? Like, can I tell?
He hit you earlier with the most hateful, withering look. So it's
Okay, so like
safe to
like,
say.
So I'm fairly confident that like if I were to like leave the vicinity of Nova, that he'd follow me.
That's a safe assumption.
Okay, cool.
And you also notice he did try to inflict something upon Lady Lemai.
Mm-hmm. I am going to look at Nova, and basically just ask which one should I target. Pointing at the other two, like the guy and his wife, not this guy.
Miriam's proficient at butchering big meat. Le Marie's the problem here.
Can I use? So I have a feat that lets me use meta magic, like points to do meta magic, and then I also have a separate feat that lets me quicken spells. Can I use them at the same time?
I don't know, because you burn points to do it in the same way you would burn. Go ahead.
Because I burn points to do the normal meta magic feat,
Right.
and then the other feat is from taking on the mantle of Mr. Nightmare Boyo. That lets me just quicken spells.
I have a ruling at the ready in Whimsy. Unfortunately, you cannot do multiple meta magics on a single spell.
Okay.
You can only do one per spell. So you can either quicken or you can either subtle. But you
Okay.
cannot do both, regardless of where you get them from.
Well, I probably don't want to waste the subtle spell and the 8th level spell slot until we've burnt through more of the legendary resistances. So I'm going to peel apart into a Quetzalcoatl.
Okay.
And
Hate that.
yeah, just like opens my mouth and it just kind of keeps going. And then
Ah.
and then I am going to quicken spell and then I'm gonna quicken spell cast we'll do Moonbeam at 7th level on top of Lady Lemai.
Okay.
Lady Lemai. And so that's a
Con save.
con save.
30.
Darn it. So they don't happen to be a shape changer, do they?
Oh yeah.
Then they do it at disadvantage.
These are Archfey.
Mm-hmm.
$28.
Oh, man. Okay, well then they take half of that was a really bad damage roll. Half of 27, which is 14.
You can max roll it.
I can max roll it. I should probably max roll it on the one they fail.
Max roll on all of them. Who
I'm a max
cares?
roll at all of them. That's a lie.
gonna say, do you have a limit to that?
I do. It's 6. They have
Use it or lose
35.
it.
35 radiant damage on their face. And I'm gonna maintain that moonbeam, and I'm gonna flap my wings up, and go as far up, not as far up, but like 15 feet up in the air to where I think I'm basically out of the range of Mr. Rapier, and then fly over his head,
Okay.
close, like just to get like away from him. So maybe like 10 feet past him, like behind him, like 15 feet up.
Okay.
That's this giant big bird dinosaur. And that will be my turn.
All right, top of the round with Nova.
1 moment, please. I must do calculations. That's 7 plus 9. 7 plus 9 is that. Times.
The ground below is all separated into its various veined chunks. You know what I mean? With the various actual like thinner veins of different colors being things that are being animated, and then being coiled with the thorny vines.
5.
This music is from Elden Ring. Good
DM, I need
ears,
to
Audrey.
retroact the Simulacrum spell because Mass Polymorph is a 9th level spell, so he only polymorphed 1 goblin.
Okay,
Just so you know.
into a direwolf, or do you
Yes.
want to have it be something else?
Same direwolf.
Same
Just keep
direwolf.
it the same, but it's
Okay.
only 1 instead of 10.
Okay. Sim, who is still in front of Big Boy
And
He's
restrained.
and restrained. He don't care though. He's within 10 feet of him, right?
Of big owl?
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Okay. Then Nova is going to target Sim with Vortex Warp and is going to move him such that he is within 10 feet of him.
Okay.
And as he's doing this, he's going to begin casting Scorching Ray as Nova begins collecting mini stars in his hands. And as he claps him upward into it, I'm going to be making 16 attack rolls as I cast an 8th and a 7th level Scorching Ray action surge.
Damn.
Okay.
So,
Just. Also Elden Ring.
Didn't you just beat
be-
Melania again?
I did beat Melania again with no summons, only parries. It was a good time.
When it's not difficult enough, so let's make it more difficult. For
That
myself.
DLC is gonna be bonkers.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be so good.
All right, I'm just gonna rapid fire these. We got a 20. We got a 31.
31 hits.
15.
15 does not.
Oh wait, do we know the AC?
Yes, 24.
24. Okay. Then that's a miss, hit, miss, hit, crit, hit, miss, hit, miss, hit, miss, hit. That's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 1 crit.
What's
9
the range of silvery barbs?
plus 1. 60 feet.
Someone silvery barbs your crit and puts advantage on Lady Lemaille. You can see the reinforcement of the troops coming in from behind. From behind
It's
Lady
no longer a
Lemaille.
crit, it's just a regular hit.
Is it anyone from the bleachers kind of thing who are still
No.
kind of undecided? So okay. That's good.
Yeah, these are Sealer Hart's personal guard. And
Gotcha.
no eyes, big open toothy mouths with eyeballs in the mouths.
Ah!
These are known as fearsmiths.
Cool.
They're
That's
fun.
wholesome.
They're fun.
All right.
I'll put a picture in the Discord. Sorry, Audric, I didn't send it to you.
22 d8 plus 22 d6.
Woo!
174 damage.
174 damage to the big guy.
How is he looking?
He cooks under that. You hear him roar and scream. He is going to fall.
Hell yeah.
You say that
Nice.
Sim needs a deck save. I will allow acrobatics.
Acrobatics?
DC 16.
I get advantage on acrobatics right now.
Nice.
Okay, cool. That was a 14 and then a 9 and then a 21. So yeah.
Nice. Okay. He thunders to the ground. And you can see
Excellent.
he's just kind of this mass of black feathers and talons. He's becoming
would
less
you say-
owl shaped.
Would you say he's prone?
Yes.
Cool. Damn, there's nothing that has to do with dex saves in that. Then regular Nova is going to I think now is as good a time as any to action surge. Is going to action surge and is going to. How far away am I from him?
From him, you are. I want to say 40 feet away.
Excellent. That's my movement speed.
No, I'm so sorry. You're farther up because you got flown to
Oh,
the back of the rafters
true,
of the bleachers.
true.
So you are 70 feet away. I don't know why I'm touching my head so much tonight.
Yes,
Like
I
I've,
think
I've noticed it.
Channeling the
Massaging
thoughts.
thinking.
Yeah.
Get the brain juice flowing.
In which case, then, I'm going to spend a 6th level spell slot and cast Disintegrate. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Legendary resistance.
It's from him.
On the Lord?
Yeah.
I was gonna target. Sorry, I was not specific. I was meaning to target Lady Le Marie because I couldn't get close to him.
Okay,
That
she
is
can
my
probably
bad.
make this deck save.
Okay.
Let's see.
DC 20. I mean, she can legendary resist if she fails.
Yeah, she succeeds.
Silvery barbs from the sim. My sim.
Man, all right. Failure and another legendary resistance has been used.
The sim just kind of winks and you hear like an audible blink.
Cool.
Sparkle.
All right, my sim lives another round. I thought it was gonna die.
Your luck will abandon you.
Like your hairline.
I didn't even know feathers could recede. That shall be my turn.
Okay.
Actually, I will move forward. Nova's gonna move forward 40 feet towards Big Bird,
Big bird.
and then end my turn.
Big board. All right.
Big Bird.
For everyone on the floor of the hall, you need a dex save. For everyone who is in the bleachers or in the air, needs a slightly easier dex save.
Copy.
Oh.
Sim made a 22, and so did Nova.
Very
Okay.
good.
Lottery got natural 20, and then is this a magical effect or spell?
Yes, this is the lair action.
Okay, so then Sim will get a 22 deck save.
22 dex save. Okay, you succeed. Azalea, you got a dirty
Dirty
20.
20.
Very nice. Lexi?
Deck save.
Yep.
19.
Miriam fails.
I rolled a 10.
And the two broken chunks of the marble loom upwards to clap you together, and the veins and ore break out from within it, and you take 33 plus 18. Oh god, math. Oh, it hurts.
Math.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Bill.
Science rules.
Science rules.
Bill.
I gotta actually write it down and do the math. This is ridiculous.
Inertia is a property of matter.
Plus 11.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
You take 76
Excuse me.
magical piercing.
Oh,
You resist that.
Lair action time. Direwolf is going, because it's a little bit upwards, is going to try to leap up and chomp onto Lady Lemai and bear her to the
buddy.
ground.
Into the moonbeam? He's
Into the
jumping
moonbeam.
into the moonbeam?
Yes.
Ring con save.
Goblin hours. Con save 1.
Okay, the direwolf will probably die, but that's fine.
that's okay. That's okay. If we can get Lady Lemai prone, that'd be great.
It doesn't mean the goblin would still survive and maybe grab onto
Right.
her.
Exactly.
Direwolf does not
Taking her in the
save.
ribs.
Yeah, Direwolf absolutely does not save.
Oh, you should have rolled for the direwolf, not me.
It's just a +2 on a Direwolf. It's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
It
I rolled a-
got to 8.
I rolled a 53 on the damage.
Direwolf is dead.
Goblin appears from within. It's Coax. He is going to attempt to grapple.
I'm sorry. Oh.
Don't be.
He made that decision willingly. He saw fiery death and just ran towards it.
The
Did he crit?
simulacrum.
Did he
The
crit?
simulacrum kind of control. It's like, you know what? That's on me for controlling a goblin. You know what? That's on me. That's on me.
It's not that he crit. He rolled really high. It's that she rolled really low. And so he grapples onto her, doesn't necessarily drag her to the ground, but you watch as he pulls out a knife and just starts shanking her ribs. Just starts shivving.
Go all nifty on him.
Yep. One hit. Coax. I never thought I'd actually have this much fun with Coax. I didn't like foresee this. Okay, does 14 damage to the lady. All right. And that is going to be our, well, okay, does the party want anything else to do with the lair action? Do we have any
Aren't
other?
the rest of the goblins blowing darts?
That's
still?
right, thank you.
Yeah, keep
We've
them
got
getting closer.
5 blowing darts. The issue is she's up in the air.
Oh, okay. Gotta come down eventually.
Just looking at their leader Coax up there.
Coax.
Oh, you know what? Hang on, this is brilliant. I'm about to do a Baldur's Gate 3. First of all, one needle hits Lady Lemai for another 14 damage. So there are 20 goblins who have made their way down onto the court, and 10 goblins grab 10 goblins and throw them up to her.
I'm gonna kill all the goblins. This is what's happening today.
Yeah, but it'll work.
They were like, it's worth it. Die!
One fails terribly and like trips, and the 2 of them tumble. 4 of them get into the moonbeam and are on course. And they rolled surprisingly well. One rolled a 2. So he might die.
46 radiant damage.
Yeah, he's dead. But the other rolled a dirty 20, a 19, and a 17.
It's really unfortunate that all of that still fails. They all get 46 damage.
Oh no.
Do their bodies still soar into Lady Lemari and knock her from the sky?
I think they're burnt up. And the 10 goblins on the ground like all like drop their stuff and start looking at each other.
Not to be a little bit of a baby bastard about this, but the spell does not say that they are just turned to dust.
They are covered in
does.
wreath-like fire, so I'm saying they burn away.
They're cremated.
Are you okay?
it's a
Here,
silvery-
Nova, you may approach the bench. Let's hear it out.
Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. The goblins are dying either
Sorry,
way.
Zoe.
I'm not arguing that they're dying. They're gonna die either way. The wreath-like fire could still potentially be burning the goblins, but they are not burnt up, because for all intents and purposes, their body is still there for spells like revivification, for greater restoration, should they be alive afterwards.
They've got
Their
bombs
body
with fire
remains.
baseballs.
Disintegrate. If it mentioned like disintegrate does, the body is destroyed or turned to ash. And sure.
The bench now recognizes Fish Finley.
So technically the spell says that the moonbeam is a beam of pale light that causes ghostly flames that cause searing pain, not real flames. And I flavor it usually to be like clouds of light
Okay.
in like weird viney
And what
light.
kind of damage does it do?
Radiant.
Okay. I will allow crispy goblin nuggies to pepper to pepper Lady Lemai.
Potentially knocking her about, knocking her.
Yeah.
perhaps.
I will say that she gets moved about, and Coax is gonna take this time to leap free, so he doesn't start his turn and die.
And while these
Smart.
sacrifices are happening, Lottery is gonna try to be like, do you see that? That is what we are sacrificing for. Our crew believes in what we are doing. If you have not made your decision, I convince you now to make one, or make one quickly.
First, give me a performance check, and then give me a persuasion check.
Performance check. We are going. Oh, performance and persuasion. I get a plus 16.
Hey.
Oof.
That is a 16 plus 16 on the first one. That's a 32. And the second one is only a 22. So
Only a
22
22.
Oh.
22
Only a
Only a
persuasion
22.
and a 32 for performance.
Okay. A lot of the audience, a lot of the court is shocked. Is shocked. But you do, and whispering to each other and moving about, also trying to like push themselves away from the goblins and towards safety. Two major factors come from this. One, Ottico, the Astral Elf Ambassador. He is a military man, and he knows conviction when he sees it, and that gives him pause. It also has an emboldening effect upon Solitas, who goes into a rage for free. Just okay. Excellent.
Let's go, buddy.
Lord Nesura is going to use a legendary action.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, let me double check. What can he not do? He's got. Okay. Can he still not heal?
He still can't heal.
He still can't heal.
Yeah, every time I hit him with Spirit Shroud, he can no longer heal.
And
my sim's been
and it's around your sim.
It's around my sim, and I just hit him last round. So until the start of my next turn, he can't heal.
He's going to use a legendary action to into feathers, and you do not see him.
Has he gone
It's
invisible?
just the bat thing all
He
over
is
again.
teleported.
Pussy.
Lady Lemai is going to start her turn.
Gotta make another con save at disadvantage.
Ah, you're so right. Why disadvantage?
Because she's a shape changer.
Ah,
That's a specific caveat of
she's
a
going to
shape changer
be
makes a
flat
saving throw
rolling
with
because she's
disadvantage.
been rolling at advantage for all these magical effects.
She's got a counter.
Dirty 20.
That fails.
Ugh!
Because they're a shape changer, they also instantly revert to their original form and cannot assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light. And she takes 70 radiant damage.
70. Wait, she can't leave the light?
She can leave the light, but she can't change. She has to revert to her original form.
Okay.
And can't assume a different form until she leaves the light.
Okay.
She can leave the light. She just can't change into something else while she's in it.
Hang on, I gotta think for a second.
Whatever her original form is, she's stuck as that now.
Imagine she's like a Skeksis. Just like.
What if she's a nightmare? She's been like
Oh
fucking with us this whole time.
my goodness. That would be the plot twist.
Everybody would just.
She's currently in her original form.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
So she's currently in her original form.
Okay, well, I mean, at least she still has to deal with the disadvantage from
Yeah.
Moonbeam, and she can't change out of it, so she's
Right.
stuck this way.
Right. Fun.
Yeah, so that was 70 radiant damage.
Got it. 70 radiant. She's pissed. She is going to fly out of Moonbeam. Searching out, looking about. is this luckless bard? The owlin head turns, seeking you out, finds you, and is going to cast Circle of Death.
That's
Sorry.
cute. How you think we're letting that
Upcasted Cloud Kill.
happen? Oh, that's cute. No, we're not letting that happen. I counterspell. Nova Prime counterspell.
How far are you?
I moved up towards.
You did?
I moved up. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast it at base level, so I will roll for it.
Okay.
Can I reaction?
23.
Oh, okay.
She's
I
gonna
was gonna
counterspell your counterspell. Go ahead, Lottery.
Then Lottery would like to counterspell the counterspell because I got it. Because Lottery, not the sim, still has his reaction.
Roll
Because-
for it.
I don't want to give inspo.
Natural 20!
Let's fucking go!
You
The
just
dice-
don't
the-
listen! Stop
dice-
that!
The dice understand the assignment today.
Yes!
Thanks for the assist, Lottery! Lottery. Sim still has their reaction up.
I have my reaction.
You do. Wait, was Big Boy teleporting a spell?
Legendary action.
Ah. Does it count as a spell though? I'm just wondering.
No.
Because if it was okay, because if it was a spell near him, could have bonked him.
Bunk.
Okay. You watch as her kind of chest cavity caves in. And out from the wings, in various very pointed directions, very, very well aimed directions, you see these needles that are if you don't know about elephant grass, you're lucky, but they're these tiny little needles on top of grass that you can't really see because they're so thin and they're see-through. Everyone make a dex save at disadvantage as you see tons of these needles coming at the very last moment.
I normally get it at advantage, so it's just a straight roll.
22 for Sim and
18.
27.
27
21 for
18.
Nova.
Alright.
Not 20 for 22.
DC was 22.
Uh-oh.
Fails.
Wait, hang on. No, I used the stat from the Quetzalcoatl.
Oh,
Oh.
uh-oh.
I mean, I still pass it.
Okay.
But yeah.
Who failed? Sorry,
Nova.
Nova failed.
Lottery and Lottery Sim.
Okay.
If this is like a map-wide effect, yeah.
Say hello to one stack.
Dax!
Stealing. You're taking the stack mechanics.
I'm killing Offbeat.
Oh.
Anyone
I
who
gave-
failed,
I gave him the stack pill. And now he's based.
Offbeat gets inspo.
anyone who failed takes 30 magical piercing, and at the
Right.
beginning of their turn, will take the damage again.
Oh no. Okay.
Is there any way to remove this effect? Like a lesser restoration?
You look down and you don't see the needles, but you
Ooh.
feel them.
Like when you touch the insulation.
Yeah.
Looking ass shit.
Yeah. What's it called? Glass something?
Fiberglass.
Fiberglass. Gosh.
Yay.
I
Hate it.
hate fiberglass.
Solitas does not see his quarry anymore. Is going to see the ambassador going after Azalea, and he's gonna be like, he's gonna just goes for this almighty you know, the hand's about as big as the ambassador, just comes in for this. Bam!
It's slow.
And critically fails.
No!
No, hang on. Oh gosh, I didn't. Oh, yeah. Never mind. I don't have reactions. Wait, can I do something? Because I have a thing. Because I have bountiful luck. Oh, it uses reaction. Never mind. Uses my reaction. I can't do it.
Swings. You watch as the ambassador turns and sees this coming, and manages to kind of go down to one knee, prop the sword against the bottom of his hand, and boom, flick it in such a way that it wraps around him, and you watch as the shoulder completely dislocates, and he goes.
Walk it off!
Good thing he's raging.
Yeah, he's got a second attack. The other hand comes up and down. Actually, hang on, he would cast a spell. Let's be honest. He raises a hand and casts Dominate Person.
Nice.
I love how this guy was like, I see rage and murder in my eyes, and I was like, I'm so unbothered. And then Solitas was like, what if you actually didn't?
What if you saw me instead in your eyes?
Cannot
What
be
if we
charmed,
kissed?
this astral elf. The fight develops. All right, so that's Solitas's turn. He is now closer to more in the center with the ambassador, Lady Lemai, being even farther back and up above from where Nerium stands. Lord Nesura starts his turn and appears as these two black wings from on high, falling down to you. Nerium is going to try to specifically kick down onto you from above. Just gonna roll the hit.
Hey, Lexi, do you still have your reaction?
Yeah.
Do you know that Polar Master procs a reaction as they enter your range?
Yeah.
Looks like you got a reaction attack.
Nope.
Like this.
Yeah, you see it last second. Bang! Swing the glaive up. Just.
Does a 29 hit?
29 does hit. You swing it up, prop it into the ground, and as he slams down into it, you put him to the side.
Nice.
So now his movement speed is 0, if I remember correctly.
Movement speed
That's
is
what
0,
it
yes.
said.
Okay,
Yeah.
he's going to
You got
turn.
clotheslined.
He's going to turn. You watch as the beak opens as he. This insanely loud cone of thunder damage takes you, Solitas, and the ambassador. I need con saves from you and 2 of my NPCs, who both fail. Okay, that's fine. You know what? Solitas is going to use a legendary resistance. And is going to
Lady
succeed
Lemai
instead.
only has one more legendary resistance, if she has 3.
If shit.
You watch the ambassador's ears erupt in blood, and he goes he goes down. What was your save, Nerium?
27.
27. You saved. Solitas had to burn a legendary resistance, but ambassador goes down and is incapacitated. Lady Lemai is going to do their legendary action now, and everyone with a stack now has 2.
What the heck?
Lottery, your turn.
All right, the start of my turn, I take a stack, right?
Yes, thank you.
Alright.
Sorry, you don't take another stack. You receive the damage.
Okay. But it loses a stack.
Yes.
So do that for both me and my sim, please.
So that means that you and your sim are back down to 1 stack.
How do we know how to get rid of these stacks?
No.
No.
It's a
Okay.
bleed. It just happens.
I think they just go away after they proc. But don't worry, I got an idea.
What a stupid dot spell.
I got don't let
41
me cook.
damage.
Holy heck,
Magical
41.
piercing.
Sounds good.
Whoever came up with stacks is such a cunt.
All right, Australia, calm down.
Okay. Their
word.
then my sim is not looking good right now, so they're gonna go out with a bit of a bang. I would like to. Who looks pretty beat up on my side right now?
On your team or within?
Yeah, on my team.
Nova's taking a bit of a beating.
I've lost about 50% of my hit points.
Okay. Can my sim get to Nova?
Nova, you moved up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 40 feet, but you can get within 10 feet.
Okay, so then bonus action, I'm going to use Starlight Step to magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space I can see. So the sim will do that, and then just kind of step on over,
Nice.
using the rest of the movement.
Cool.
And at
Just casually
use-
amidst all this with some
Yep.
finesse.
you just kind of see like a Doctor Strange portal, and he just kind of steps through, and the sim's like, "Hello, darling. Let me help you out there." And then we'll go ahead and burn the 8th level spell slot to give you regeneration.
Counterspell. From Lady Lemai.
And that brings my counterspell.
I don't think my boys are close enough.
You're going to run out of those soon enough, dear.
Regeneration, it is 48 plus 15, unfortunately, so it's not a lot, but
Nova has to roll, sorry.
okay, go ahead. 4d8 plus 15.
It's 21.
Filed! Who could have seen this coming?
That is 35 HP regained, and you will gain 1 HP at the start of your turn for the next 10 minutes.
Nice.
Severed limbs or things like that will restore after 2 minutes, etc., etc. But that is the set. That will be their turn, and I used bonus action. I used action, and I will hold the reaction for that. That's the Sim's turn. My turn. I will. That was the 8th level spell for that. So I just need to mark that off on the Sim side. I'm actually going to. How is Nerium looking in terms of damage?
Damn, I have 208 out of 303.
Do you think you can keep going?
I'm sure.
Okay. I'm then going to.
My max HP is 246 right now, but
I am going to attempt to cast Polymorph
Okay.
on Lady Lemai, which is
Cannot
a
be
wiz-
polymorphed. Sorry. Cannot
Cannot
be
be
immutable form.
Okay. Okay.
I
Do you
will,
wanna
I will say that you probably saw that coming and you can do something else if you would like.
Okay. Well, then I'll go ahead and use my 8th level spell slot on myself to attempt to Oh, okay. So I'm going to cast Circle of Power
Ooh.
around me. So from here, 30 feet out, anyone within my range that I choose, a friendly creature in the area, has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. And additionally, when you succeed, if you would take half a damage, you take nothing. So you have a Circle of Power, kind of a nice AoE buff. So, yes.
That's disgusting.
Let's
Lottery.
go.
And Lauder's like, I'm not feeling so good, so please let's make this quick. That will be Lottery's action. I will bonus action. Let's go ahead and give Nerium a Bardic Inspiration. That is a D12.
And when you use it, if you tell me what you're using it for, it does an extra thing for an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. It'll do a little something special extra, but that is a D12, and that will end my turn.
Definitely gonna use that towards damage. So.
All right, that brings us to Nerium.
All right. Let me get all these attacks out the way. So we got 27, a 38. That's a crit. 35. Oh no, wait, I just got the 3.
You get the
Okay, so-
fourth. You get the bonus action button.
I thought that was my reaction polearm master.
Polar Master gives you the reaction attack, but then you also get a
Oh
bonus
yeah,
action.
you're right,
on
you're right,
your
you're right,
turn,
you're
so you
right.
can bunt it.
All right, so the other one's 35. So all hit with a crit.
Damn. That is going to be a silvery barbs on the crit.
How fucking dare you?
Lady and I has used 2 legendary resists so far.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
According to my calculations.
Regular hit. Because Fast doesn't like me. Just kidding, I love you.
Thank you,
Oh my
Nordic.
gosh! Inspo went so fast!
Check
Huh?
your bingo cards, chat.
No!
Well, it wasn't Audric. It wasn't Audric. It was Nordic.
Uh-oh.
Ah!
Between Audric and Nordic, both of you consistently in important fights give Feff inspo. I want you to reflect on this.
Best pine cones. Best pine cones.
Audric apologized to me today. I'm expecting a written apology from you, Nordic.
Also, real quick, speaking of bingo, I've been sitting here at like 4 potential bingos since like 5 minutes into this game. Like, this is the most Void Scourge game of Void Scourge we've ever played.
Great. Alright, so this guy is just right under Nerium's thing still, right?
Under. He is next to you.
Slam you down.
He's on his feet, but he's next to you.
Alright. Well, she's immediately just gonna flip it back over and just shake 3 times, while again, the echo just encompasses completely, and instead it's great whites.
Okay. Jesus. All right. Oh God.
The 106 damage.
106 damage.
Babe, you should definitely be doing more damage than that.
I did the thing it said.
Damn,
I'm
offbeat.
I'm sorry. You deal 96 damage with modifiers alone.
I have the thing over here. For every attack that hits, 1d10 plus 3d6 plus 24.
Okay. Must have rolled very, very
I think
low.
I just rolled low.
A statistic-
96 base? What the heck?
Yeah, beat it, don't care.
All right, Nerium, is that your turn?
Oh, I forgot the Polar Master hit. I just did the 3 attacks.
Nordic says offbeat. It builds character.
Leave us alone, okay?
Plus 11.
How long have you been
I
here,
will
Nordic?
hunt your dreams,
I've been
okay?
here 4 years!
113.
113 from the polearm?
No, I'm saying with the polearm.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't put it past you. I mean,
Get it? That makes more sense.
okay, Nerium, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Audiko is going to try to right himself.
Who?
The ambassador.
Ah, okay.
And he's up. Burns his turn, though. Azalea.
I'm gonna. So as a Quetzalcoatl, if I'm flying away from someone, I don't provoke an opportunity attack. So for the sake of the flourish, and I think it's cool, I'm going to fly like right around my moonbeam, and then kind of look like I'm towing it over to
Cool.
Lady MIE, and then fly back to where I was. And so she has to make another con save at disadvantage.
Fail.
70 damage, 70 radiant damage.
Holy heck.
And then
Jeez.
I am also going to
Just consistent 70s.
yes.
That's
And I've
so
only used it 3
painful.
times. I got 3 more to go. And then I'm going to. Oh wait, now that wasn't a spell because that was just moving it. Hold on.
You got
I can do
concentration
a
up
thing.
on it.
I do have concentration up on it, but I do have a lot of spells that let me cast things without using concentration, and I can quick and spell it. So give me 1 quick second. Okay. Hold on. Oh, I can hold a second concentration.
Oh yeah.
I can do a second moonbeam. Ah!
The heck?
I'm gonna do a 6th level moonbeam as well on their face. That they have to make another con save for.
29.
That does pass.
Okay.
Silvery barbs
you
from the sim.
You chump. You bad man. You 25.
That does pass.
Oh. We give advantage to Nova.
Bite my
Eh?
I am going to max damage that, so they take 30 radiant from that. And the way this looks is Azalea in this weird morphy quetzalcoatl thing kind of dexterously flies right around the moonbeam and looks like she's towing it almost with the way that she's flying right over Lady MIE.
Cool.
And then as soon as she like drops it off and like it glows a lot brighter, and then she kind of like uses that as the to get back to where she was before.
Cool.
So the beam is just a lot brighter. And yeah. it's my turn.
At the end of Fish's turn, I'm going to take my legendary action.
Okay.
And I'm going to... Can I get both Big Boy and Lady Lemarie in a 30-foot cone without
No.
hitting any allies? Okay, can I get just Lady Lemarie then?
Yes.
Excellent. I'm going to, as a bonus action, pluck out my black hole eyeball, point it at her, and a wave of petrifying miasma expunges itself from there. I need a Constitution saving throw.
+18 +14.
18 plus 14?
Yes, sir.
Damn. Okay, she saves. That's 46 damage either way. 13.
I'm so glad that she's a shape changer, because otherwise this movie would be only half as effective.
This movie would not be working out as well with those con saves.
Oh my gosh.
All right. And I assume I can only do 1 legendary action per round. I'm not seeing anywhere that says that that's a thing, but that's how I've always played it.
No. So legendary actions, typically they should say, and you should have a number of legendary actions you can take.
Right.
It should say in the description that you can take per round. So it should say in the stat sheet you can take 3 per round, or 4 per round, or 1 per round.
Lady Lemarie ups the stacks.
Okay.
Actually, no, she won't. She will instead try to get more stacks on people. Everyone needs a DC 19 dex save.
And
Sorry,
this,
22
whoever
dex
is
save.
in the circle of power, you have advantage on these saves.
Roll against
Nova Prime rolled a 21.
22 is
Nova
DC.
29.
Nova Sim rolled a... Actually, no. I'm sorry. I've got a +6, not a +5 on this. Wait, no, that's my intelligence. Damn it. It's 21. Son of a bitch!
Lottery saves. Lottery sim does not.
Sim saves at a 23. Nova does not save.
22.
22 meets it beats. Avi, you
Oh,
have-
I have inspo. Do I have inspo?
Yes.
I do have inspo.
Yeah.
I'm going to inspo. I don't want to get more of these. Bang! That's a 23.
Okay, then I will get rid of that one. Who failed?
Lottery sim.
Okay. $35 damage. Magical piercing.
Lottery sim is dead.
No.
That sucks. Okay. And the inspiration, I'm assuming, fizzles with him.
Yes.
Okay, so Nerium, you no longer have a D12 inspiration. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I
Cool.
forgot to put on my damage. Damn.
Coax
Okay.
sits up, looks around at all the fierce smiths that have by now moved into the area. And he's gonna try to pickpocket Ottico. He's gonna roll and then scrabble along the floor towards Ottico, who's just stood up and now deafened, and try to pickpocket him. Gun!
Got a gun!
In the fan realm of all places. And he will bonus action sneak attack. And he will bonus action sneak attack Lady Lemai with it.
Wow.
Doesn't hit. But would have been
Dang.
cool. The Ottico, the astral ambassador elf, looks back to see the goblin like incorrectly holding gun. Like it's upside down, the barrel's down here, and he's pulling the trigger with his pinky.
Hell yeah.
Goblin with a gun. And that's going to be the end of the round. We're going to go to break there. Chat will be right back.
And that's how I learned to fly.
And that's how I killed your dad.
As a spy.
Oh, thank you for the raid, Mr. Mountain Streaming. Welcome in, welcome in.
Hey.
We are currently fighting one of the Fan Court. Well, people within the Fan Court. It's a little complicated. It's a lot of complicated.
It's a whole thing.
But it is a level 20 astral campaign. Welcome in. Okay, top of the round. Nova, as you kind of gear up, getting ready to do what you're about to do, you watch Lord Nesura pull out this big scepter, and you can see this pale green force, wobbly air kind of around the scepter as he wields it. The Fearsmiths have moved into the court fully now, and a lot of them seem to be focused, from what you've seen, on defending the Lord and Lady of the Sealer Hert. But you can tell that a lot of their focus and attention for any kind of offense is on Solitas.
I think I've got a wish I would like to make, actually.
Okay.
Could if I were to cast Sending to tell my sim back on the boat to wish that everybody within the Fey Court knew of Lady Lemarie's crimes, of Lady Lemarie's espionage, misgivings, and underhanded deceptiveness. Could I do that, or something along those lines?
They're already starting to question. I don't think it would have the result you're thinking of.
That's fair. You know what? In that case, I appreciate it. I've given up on. I will keep that wish in the pocket for when we need it.
Okay.
Sim then is going to use its Meta Magic Adept feat to do Quicken Spell Scorching Ray on Mr. Nasura.
Okay.
Using a 6th level spell slot. That is a 7 attack rolls.
Okay. You get counterspelled by one of the Fearsmith.
I get counterspelled.
I am gonna have to roll for it though. What do they have to roll?
I'm going to have that is going to be a.
Hey, I was so sick.
You know what?
How you doing,
I don't
Jesse?
want that. I don't want that to happen. I'm gonna have my sim counterspell him.
Do you want me, do I roll first? So that you can
No,
potentially keep your reaction?
I have to declare on when it's cast, so I've got to just counterspell it
Understood.
if it happens.
Okay. And you're not countering, so you're still countering the level 3, so you don't have to roll for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yippee.
Yippee!
Yippee. Okay. The rolls to hit are 28. 20's a miss. A 30. A 31. Another miss. 29. And a 30. Damn, rolled very high for
Damn.
those 2 misses. 5 hits on that. 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. He can no longer heal until the start of my next turn. That's going to be 85 damage on my bonus action.
Okay.
And then as my main action, my Sim's main action is going to make an attack. It's going to take the attack action.
Okay.
There's going to be a 22 to hit. Not a 22, sorry. 32 to hit, plus a 28 to hit.
Both hit.
Excellent. That is going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. It can no longer use its he can no longer use his reaction until the start of his next turn because of Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
Plus 13. That's going to be an additional 51 damage.
Okay. He is bloodied.
Damn, he's eating a lot. He's eating a lot of hits.
Yup. He took 25, 246, 174, 113, 85, and 51 damage.
Sweet mercy.
Probably about like 1,000 health.
He's an
A
archfey.
little bit less.
Archfey go burr.
Nova has to take the damage again because of
Oh
the
yes,
stack
thank you. How many stacks you got?
I have 2.
You have 2. You have 2 stacks? Are you sure? Oh, right, because it hasn't happened yet. Okay. Okay, could be worse. Could be worse.
For whom?
For Offbeat. $64.
64?
Magical piercing damage.
Okay, I'm not actually concentrating on anything. That's pretty fun.
No, that's wibbly.
It's wibbly. Man,
Okay,
why
well,
is-
there's the theft laughs evilly square.
I've had this wish saved for very specific reasons. I'm trying to figure out how I can use it. Alright. There is a spell effect where you allow up to 20 creatures and to regain all hit points, and all effects on them are ended as prescribed via the Greater Restoration spell. Could I cast Sending to my sim on the boat and have it do that?
Do what exactly? Sorry.
Regain all hit points and have all effects ended on them via the Greater Restoration spell.
You may not. That would be affecting the combat.
Okay, so I just can't affect the combat.
That's the rule.
Could I have it call in a friend?
Into combat?
Kind of.
Sounds like it affects the combat. You had your fun in Kjol. This is your comeuppance.
This is the little like lawyer dude bro who's just manifested out of the air and is going, that violates the terms of the conditions.
The Kjol
I'll
Accords say
fucking
otherwise.
kill you.
It's the same lawyer in a can from Kjol.
That's actually really funny.
Unfortunately, death does not constitute a valid reason for personal leave.
Did you know your mother doesn't love you?
I don't have a mother.
Yes, that's why I went to law school.
Okay. In that case,
Jesus Christ.
in that case, Nova needs healing, and he is going to cast a 7th level spell slot and use Spirit Shroud, and he's going to jump on top of Mr. Nasura and make 2 weapon attacks.
Okay. I do them separately because he's... Oh, no, he can't use a reaction. Never mind. As you were.
So 29 to hit, and... Hey, you know what Wave does when it crits? You know what Wave does when it crits? It kind of goes crazy.
Oh.
Silvery barbs.
Oh.
Okay, I was waiting for that counterspell. As subtle cast.
Ooh.
All right.
I could have cast Wish! Alright. So just to describe to chat, you get a +3 bonus to attack rolls and damage rolls made by this magic weapon. If you score a crit, the target takes extra necrotic damage equal to half its hit point maximum.
Cool.
Damn.
500 damage?
So is he just downed now?
Probably.
Yeah, because if he's at
So-
half health and he takes necrotic, that's half his hit point max.
Read it again for me.
Sure. If you score a critical hit with it, the target takes extra necrotic damage equal to half its hit point max.
All right.
Okay, there's the crew breaks Fef. Guys, if you have the crew breaks Fef square.
Don't you twirl your mustache at me. I was there when it was grown. Okay, let's get your damage, buddy. So your first attack.
The first attack.
Oh, I don't have any
hits.
reactions. Damn it.
You don't, because I shocking grasped you. So in total, it's going to be this plus 26. So it's going to be 38 damage plus half hit point max in necrotic, whatever that may be.
38. Okay, hang on. Let me do some math. How do you want to do this?
After the sim scorching rays, another beam of sunlight piercing through it, just the fire disperses, grabs his neck with a taser grab, and then Nova just from the bleachers with the trident just stabs straight through the head, and he goes, "Oh fuck!" And then Wave will just over his skull.
The floor fills with like maybe half a foot of seawater, which begins draining down into the stairs below and out the front of the building.
Oh, fuck.
He's just gonna look over to Lady Lemarie. I can bring him back if you want.
Lady Lamai, who has been looking at Goblin with Gun, is going to look up and do a double take. Is she currently in a moonbeam?
Yes, 2 of them, in fact.
And scream. Rage piercing off of the walls. The ground below turns to not bark mulch. Goodness, Jeff, come on. gravel churns with the anger of this scream. It's a high, piercing shrill, which goes higher and higher until it exits where you're able to hear the range that you're able to hear it. And still she screams.
I think she's mad, everyone.
Is that your turn?
That will be Nova's turn.
Legendary action casts Maze on Offbeat, on Nova Prime.
I'll be back.
You find yourself in a labyrinth.
Hang out here for a little bit.
Would Nerium have advantage in maze because she's cow?
Because she's
You know the Minotaur?
maybe if the Greek lore and mythos applied.
I mean, technically, the Minotaur and the Goristro demons can actually find their way out of mazes without making the check, as can Baphomet. But I don't think Nerium is a Minotaur.
That's what I was just gonna say.
It was a funny haha because Nerium's a cow.
No, you're good. Okay. And you took your damage at the beginning of your turn, Nova. Okay.
Yes.
You are down to 1 stack.
Okay.
She starts her turn.
And she has to roll 2 con saves at disadvantage.
Dun,
The first
dun,
one's gonna be
dun.
for the level 7, second one's gonna be for level 6.
Okay, first roll plus con. 22.
That fails.
The next one is a 29.
That does pass. So she takes 100 total radiant damage.
Good lord. All right.
He has to make
And
a
that's-
concentration saving throw on the maze now, DC 50.
16 plus 14, 30.
The DC's 50.
50?
50.
Half of the damage incurred.
I thought it capped.
Nope. No cap.
There's a lower limit.
Ah,
The
that's what I'm
lower
thinking
limit
of.
is 10, but there's no upper limit.
Damn.
You could legendary resist it.
Yeah.
You wanna keep me out of here.
You
wanna
could
leave yourself
legendary
vulnerable
resist
like
it.
that? You want to leave
You know,
yourself
I
open?
went into this morning and was like, what if they couldn't lose concentration? Nah. And now I'm regretting it. Nova, you return to us. Almost immediately. You're like, oh, I'll hang out here for a bit.
Offbeat gets inspo.
Squawks and good.
Damn. All right, moves out of the moonbeams, is going to fly to Azalea.
Hold on.
No. Does the damage carry over from wild shape? Remind me.
It does, yeah. So if I take more damage than I have in my wild shape, then it'll feed over into my true form as I fall out of it.
You need a dex save. Oh, sorry, I'm holding on.
Oh no, we're good. I just had to check something. We're all good.
You need a dex save of 22 as she casts Disintegrate.
Okay. I need a nat 20 to save. I need a nat 20 to save. That landed on another dice, so we're gonna try that again. It jumped up onto my d6. Like, it just landed and spun on my d6.
That's funny. That's not a 20.
It is a 20.
It is a 20!
Oh my god. Silvery barbs.
No.
Counterspell the silvery barbs.
Counterspells your your counterspell.
Okay.
I got my Fearsmiths in here now.
You do. How many fierce smiths are there?
There are 17 of them.
What the poop?
If you were an archfey,
How close together are they looking?
they've spread out and filled the room.
Okay.
They're not in the
You've been
bleachers.
nice to me. You've been nice to me today. Please. Please. No, that's a 10.
Okay. You take 19d6 plus 40.
Huh?
Ooh.
Am I next to fish at all?
Nowhere near. You're on the other side of the room.
I'm only 15 feet in the air, so do I take fall damage from this? When I fall out of the sky?
Yeah, you take
Take it
1d6.
easy.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. D6 plus 40. Came out to an even 66 plus 40. So that's 120. Wait, 106?
106.
106 damage.
So 30 of that
Force.
gets me out of my form. And I have taken damage. And so
You take 76 damage to yourself of force.
the
and-
wave hits me and I kind of unpeel back into this humanoid form and on the floor.
You need to make a concentration save now.
I do.
DC
That was-
38.
DC 38.
Mhm.
Can I do this?
You also take 3 points of falling damage.
I can't make that. I can't make a 38.
The moonbeams fall.
Wait, it's a con save, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I can't make that. I can only do 30.
Okay.
We got a shitload of value out of those fucking moonbeams.
Oh no, absolutely, absolutely.
job. They did their
Yeah,
job.
and I used up all of the uses of the max damagey thing, so I'm content with that.
She's going to fall upon you. Scratching and biting and kicking.
I don't like that.
21 to hit,
That
25
does
to hit,
That does hit.
and
My AC 16.
17 to hit. Oh, I'll hit.
Cool.
Magical piercing and slashing.
Unless it's psychic, I can't do anything.
$29 damage total.
Okay. Alright. Alright. I do not look good.
Okay. Solitas is going to sit up, take in the scenario, see the dead lord. How far away are you from Nerium from Solitas?
Miriam should be nearby because he
Grab.
ran off a little bit.
Pick up and runs to Lady Lemai. Closes the gap.
She still hasn't used her third legendary resist, has she?
Correct.
Alright.
And is going to try to grapple her, to pull her off of you. Contested grapple checks. All right. Does manage to pull her off of you, Azalea, but appears to be taking damage in doing so from unseen sources, almost as if touching her causes damage. Lottery.
Yes.
You start your turn. You take the damage of the
I
needles.
do. This is my last stack. But I saved for the last one.
$46 damage. Magical piercing.
Wow. Dang, okay. And then I need to make a con save on keeping up circle of power. What kind is it a Constitution?
Yes.
Cool. Circle of power falls.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. My turn.
Yes.
I'm going to attempt. Gosh. Abby, how much healing can you give me right now?
Power word heal is a good one.
Alright, I'll take as many as you can give me.
Spends 4 charges. And you regain all your hit points. Any charm, frighten, paralysis, or stun condition ends. If you are prone, you can use your reaction to stand up. No effect on undead or constructs.
Oh my gosh, okay. Whoa! Oh my gosh.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Abby. Oh my.
Obby sounds very weak.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Onward and upward, of course.
Of course.
He sounds bloody.
Yeah. Okay.
As he is at 4 charges left of his 8.
Cool. All right. I am going to. How far away is Lady Lemai from me?
Lady Lemai is about 60 feet away from you.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action. Actually, I'm going to run 30 feet, and then Starlight Step the last 30 feet.
Okay.
To bonus action. So that way, it's like he runs. He's like, Lady Lemai, a word, please, and dashes and not runs, and then at the last step, blinks and is right in front of her.
Okay. Currently
wait,
grappled by Solitas.
Grappled?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Whoa.
I would like Solitas, do you need to have sound for anything that you need to do?
What? For some of it, yes.
Okay, then never mind. I will not cast silence.
Do it. I can beat the shit out of her.
Cast silence in a dome around us.
It goes quiet.
And that's the turn I would like to use.
Okay. Miriam.
So I'm nearby and she's grappled.
Yes.
Do my attacks have advantage?
Yes.
Extra advantage?
No. Advantage plus. It's like new game plus.
Double advantage. Listen, I might as well out.
Well, if games got progressively easier as you new game plus.
27, 37, 25. And a quick polearm master for 31.
AC is 25.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Plus. That is 136 damage as she goes down and just slams into the ground,
136.
going into her gut. And then
Nice.
the echo goes on top and just submerges down into a puddle around her as electric eels start climbing and worming around.
Excellent. She remains unbloodied. And you take, for how many swings? How many times did you swing?
I technically do 3 and then the echo does 1.
'cause I
Okay.
can
Does the
see
Echo
screens with my
have
full
like
on.
HP and stuff?
My Echo?
Yeah.
The Echo has 1 HP and is untargetable by basically everything except attack rolls, and is immune to all conditions, and you treat it as an object.
So you take damage when you swing on Lady Nesura. How does that apply?
It would be immune
Lady
to
Lemai.
Well, the Echo, Nerium's the one swinging from the Echo's position, so Nerium would take the damage, the Echo would not.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Buckle in,
Fine.
Miriam. So how many swings total did you swing on her then? 4?
4.
4.
Okay. For the first swing,
Magical piercing.
+27 plus 19 is 41, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You take 41 magical piercing. Next swing. Even 60 magical piercing. Third swing. $53 magical piercing. And for the last swing,
I am bloody.
$54 magical piercing. Yeah, you come out of all of that and you step back and you realize you're covered in blood and it's a lot of it's yours. You can barely see these needles, of which you now have 4 stacks of.
The fuck is this shit?
Elephant grass. Jeff had a really bad time in Hawaii once doing lawn care, and this is how he vents his trauma. It was awful, though. Seriously. They gave me a machete and told me to clear out the back 40 and told me to layer up. And so that was fine because it was most of the layers, but then I did the laundry not really thinking, and it got everywhere. And I mean everywhere, and so I got everywhere real bad.
Yike.
Yeah, horrible time. I had to do that for like 3 months. Nurium, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, Ambassador Ottico. Where are you, fish?
What?
Where are you?
Like, I was just pinned by the lady.
That's right, thank you. So you're
So
prone.
there's the lady. There's fish on the bottom. There's the lady.
Lady
There's
has been
Solitas
picked up
by
So I'm not-
by Solitas
I'm not-
and then stabbed a bunch by Nerium.
And there is a ring of silence around us.
What does the ring of silence mean? What do you mean?
For spellcasting, there's no sound.
Oh,
Cannot use any verbal components.
No
if your
verbal.
spell requires.
gosh darn it.
You gotta get out of the
You
ring.
That's my
roll
whole
over.
kit.
You roll over
Leave.
Azalea in time to see descending quietly from above you in the martial military form of the astral elf with hatred in his eyes. Swings 3 times. Hits 3 times.
I might end up pumping heals into myself just so that I could nerf this dude, bro.
First attack. 17 magical piercing. Third attack. Oh, 17 magical piercing. And then you watch as his rapier twists into you and he pulls a trigger. And a flash of bright white yellow light as he shoots you point blank. And you take a lot of damage.
expensive.
I may go down. Like, I may go down.
32
Oh,
magical piercing.
thank goodness. Okay. I mean, not thank goodness, but thank goodness.
Action surge.
God damn it.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Not to be a stickler again, but
You're good.
if he's attacking Fish and Lady Limarie were close enough to share a space with each other, Audico would have had to have passed through Nerium's Polearm Master range.
Not if he just went around her.
All right, I retract my statement.
Misses the first attack. The next two hit, and with a 19, he crits.
I'm immune to critical hits.
Nice.
Noise.
Thank you, adamantium breastplate.
First attack, 10 magical piercing, and then the blast of the gunshot again. $17 magical piercing. 5 hit points.
I'm at 5.
Well, that's Audico. Azalea, you're up with Coax on deck.
Oh,
I am going to deal with the immediate threat
Okay.
very swiftly and without much care for it. And I'm going to subtle cast 9th level. No, I'm not. I'm gonna subtle cast 8th level Feeble Minds on this dude, bro.
Whoa, what's the wisdom save?
It's an intelligence save.
Oh
23.
no. Okay, he's got a +2. At advantage, 14.
He fails. So and then in addition to this, I'm also going to use my bonus action to spend my entire Fey energy pool to heal myself.
Okay.
So that I'm not about to die to a sneeze.
He staggers backward, soundlessly mouthing words of confusion. Actually, he's not even able to talk. So.
Wait, we're in silence, aren't we?
Yep.
Oh, but I subtle cast it, so we're
You
okay.
subtle cast
okay,
it.
Yeah.
okay. I was like, I swear to God. And then I'm gonna use. So I'm using Bomb of the Summer Court. Hold on, I gotta roll 20 d6. And heal. Oh, that's an awful roll, but it's health, and I'll take it. 64. And then I get 20 temp HP as well from that, so I'm slightly less dying. But from like Azalea's perspective, she just kind of like she takes the hit. She does not like that she's this close to dying, and it's kind of like a lashing out of like her eyes narrow, and she like lets her so like normally she'll like peel away all dramatically, but this is like very subtle, like just like the rims of her eyes start unraveling and like the corners of her mouth start unraveling, and she stares this guy down and casts this Feeble Mind and just kind of his mind as she also like pulls this like wave of energy from within herself back into her body and heals. And
Hell
so
yeah.
Stares at you, dumbfounded and afeared.
and then that's my action and my bonus action, and so I am going to get up and run away.
Okay.
I'm going to physically leave.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Well, I want to get somewhere where I can cast something else.
Yeah, I assume with your movement speed you're able to get out of the silence.
Yeah, I can get 30 feet away, so if I can do
Okay,
that,
yeah,
I'd love to do that.
definitely.
Cool. And then that'll be my turn.
Okay.
cold in this house.
Is changing my form as a changeling an action?
I think so.
Yeah, if you're trying to wild shape or change your form, then yes.
It's
But
a
I
changeling
was-
racial feature.
Well, because I was gonna, if you would allow it, kind of in this like lashing out moment, morph back into her true form as she. kind
Yeah,
of
I would
tries
say
to
that
run away.
you drop, and revert to your true form.
Okay, cool. So like
Everyone-
as she's like breaking this man's mind and all the wave of magic kind of happens, she just kind of unravels in like spots until she's herself again.
All right, everyone
And then just
sees
away.
Azalea's true form.
I'll stick it in the Void Scourge chat again.
If you head over to the Discord chat, you can see some art that Fish Finley actually made of Azalea's true form as a quarry nightmare. Make sure you react to the rules and stuff like that so you can get access.
But that'll be the end of my turn. I'm just gonna run.
Okay. Legendary action from Lady Lemai. Everyone needs deck saves as these needles go back out.
What the poop?
23 and 20.
Save
Natural
is
20
22.
for lottery.
27.
29 for lottery.
7.
7, okay.
7.
Everyone who failed. $62 magical piercing.
Yeah.
And everyone who failed gets 1 stack.
Tim is dead.
Glad I healed because I would be also dead. You said 1 stack?
1 stack.
I have 5 stacks.
Oh no.
And 73 health.
Oh no.
Coax.
You're dying, y'all.
Coax invents the bayonet on his pistol because he goes up to Lady Lemai. Click, 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 click. Stab, stab, stab. Stabs twice. Fails both times. AC too high for this dude. Which brings us to the top of the round. Nova, you have your turn before the lair actions, which will include the Fearsmiths.
Alright, how wide is this hall in total?
40 feet by 120.
There were 17 of them. They moved in from the back end of the room.
And they've filled out the
couldn't have-
area more or less. They've moved in around the combat.
They couldn't have moved too far because they arrived last round. Even if they arrived,
They
last round
arrived 3 rounds ago. Yeah, they've been here.
Yeah, they counterspelled my stuff.
I've only been getting counterspelled for 1 round.
They weren't all the way in yet.
Okay. I was confused.
They were moving
damn.
into the area.
I was gonna hypnotic pattern them then as they entered. I didn't understand where they were.
Apologies.
It's okay. So if they're throughout the room, I can't do much about them other than blow up everything.
Oh no.
I don't want to kill the fucking people. So they're all throughout all of the bleachers at this point, these Fearsmiths?
No, they don't go into the bleachers. They stay in the court floor.
Oh.
So if
how
you're
many
all
of-
the way back up on the end of the bleachers, they can't reach you. But that's 80 feet of bleachers.
Okay. But they are in the hallway. It's 40 feet by 120 feet. Have they moved up to the silence yet?
They're not in the silence, but
you
they're not in the silence. But yes, they have conformed around the radius of the fight. So 40
I can
feet by,
get-
let's say, 60 feet.
I can get, I think, all of them in a hypnotic pattern or a fireball right now.
I still have my legendary action that I haven't used yet for today. That I completely forgot about until this very moment. So I'm gonna look through the list of spells that exist in D&D.
You want to take your legendary action now?
No, I'm just
Okay.
stating it out loud in case
You know,
a strategy comes
if
up
you
that
want-
would be helpful.
If you want a fireball before I take my turn, I think that'd be pretty baller.
I would love to fireball before you take your turn.
Are you able to make sure that your allies are not wrapped up in this fireball?
Everybody's in the silence at this point.
The fireball would still go off in the
Fireball
silence.
still happens.
Yeah. She's outside the silence.
So what I'm saying is, based on these measurements of like what I think is happening here, all of the Fearsmiths have not moved up to the silence yet. That puts them in a 60-foot by 40-foot radius, all at the back. Meaning that if you cast a fireball, which is a 20-foot radius, you can get a 40-foot by 40-foot square completely chunked with a fireball, and leaving only a 20-foot by 20-foot chunk in front of the silence, if they've moved up that far, safe. You can only have about 1 to 2 Fearsmiths in there, so you can probably get about 15 Fearsmiths with a single fireball without
That's some
even
sound
touching
logic.
them.
Some sound logic. It's a lot of D20s after all, huh? What level
Roll
fireball?
I'm gonna do it at 6th level because that's the highest level that I can cast it at.
Counterspell. But I'll have to roll for it.
Counterspell.
Wait, I have to roll for it?
I have to roll
They
for
do.
it.
I was like, I don't roll anything.
17?
For a 6th
may-
level?
That makes it.
Gotta do it.
As you go to as you conjure this fireball and go to send it, by the time your hand reaches out, it's gone.
Racist to nightmares.
It's okay, I'll try it again with a different level later.
Me looking
I got
at
a lot
these-
of lower level spells left to spend and a lot of desperation left in these eyes, so.
Me looking at these Fearsmiths, do they look like they have a lot of hit points?
Make an insight check.
I'm not good at these. Please be good. 16?
16?
17 minus 1?
You do have still, I don't know if it's been a minute yet, but I don't think so, because I silvery barbs and gave you advantage on something.
I'm going to save that for something I'm more likely to succeed on.
Alright.
16 succeeds. They have over 100 HP.
Dang.
Their challenge rating is 10.
Ew.
Okay, well, time
In that
to
case, Nova is going to move back 40 feet, putting 80 feet of distance between them because he based on these measurements, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure. And I'm going to cast at 4th level Hypnotic Pattern. I need all of them to make wisdom saving throws, and they can't counterspell because I'm too far.
I use my roller. I can't read you. Come here. All right. All right. Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
18.
Fail.
3.
Fail.
3.
Fail.
Hang on. What's the succeed?
20.
2 succeed.
All right.
That,
Yeah, that leaves. You said 17 total. That leaves 4 Fearsmiths up,
Okay.
and not the rest are incapacitated.
Their eyes in their mouths like start looking at all of the various pretty lights. Ah, the Fae.
And then I will take my bonus action to Second Wind and get a little bit of health back. Yippee. Oh, dude, big 6. Big 6 health. That's gonna matter.
Big 6.
It's gonna matter. And that is my turn.
One of them fixes their eye on you, Nova. Make a... This is the lair action. Make a DC 16 wisdom save. Party as a whole, make a DC 16 wisdom save.
Oh no. I'm not good at wisdom save.
Including Solitas.
Natural
17.
20 for lottery again.
Okay. Azalea?
I'm trying to math. 31.
Damn. Miriam?
17. I rolled a 13.
So only Solitas failed. Distortion gaze. Go ahead.
Nope, never mind. Never mind. It's a gaze.
Though I'm just gonna pull this over here. Those who meet.
Wait, Quincy, don't you have the ability to Bardic Inspire as a reaction?
I can. Is this petrifying gaze?
Nope, this is distortion gaze.
Distortion gaze. I can, but I mean, like, I feel like bardic inspiration is a verbal thing.
Oh, true. You're inside.
You get a point of inspiration, Quincy. Those who meet the gaze of the Fearsmith experience the world seeming to twist at unnatural angles beneath their feet. When a creature that can see the Fearsmith starts its turn, blah 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 blah, saving throws or become disoriented. While disoriented, the creature falls prone. Each time it tries to move or take the dash or disengage action. To recover from disorientation, a creature must start its turn outside the Fear Gaze Smith and make another saving throw.
Sheesh.
Solitas lets go of Lady Lemai and falls prone. Completely disoriented, as if his inner ear hairs just turned on him.
No.
What do you guys want the goblins to do?
Whoever just did that, mug him.
All the goblins turn
Reese's
to
Jordans!
the four Fearsmiths left all get attacked by 2 goblins each. And then needles and then blow darts from on high.
Bring me their
Mug 'em.
foreskins.
Bring me their foreskins.
Unzip them.
Unturtleneck them.
No.
If they don't have one, make sure to attach one first.
The Fearsmiths seem to lose concentration on something.
Ooh.
Hopefully it's that needle bullshit.
And 2 of the Fearsmiths go down.
Ooh.
Insight that?
Fighting back and forth, and then a bunch of needles, and 2 of them go down. So there's only 2 Fearsmiths left in the fight.
That's it? Wow, what the heck?
Yeah, the rest of them are
Incapacitated
staring
the
at
other
the pretty
50.
lights.
I incapacitated the other 50.
Oh, nice. That's right.
Lady Lemai is going to use their legendary action and is going to shoot out these needles again.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone makes a DC 22 deck save.
Nope. Lottery fails.
I'm gonna
11.
use that advantage, and I didn't need it, but I rolled with it anyway.
Quincy, I did give you inspiration.
I did. I used it and I failed.
Oh.
It's okay.
25 for Nova.
Okay. Fish?
11.
Oh.
I failed.
Miriam? Muted.
22.
22 meets it beats.
Oh, I thought it was 23.
Oh, I was gonna say Miriam's just collecting all these stacks now.
I thought it was 23. Are
What'd you
right
get,
next to
Nova?
me,
You got like
Otter?
really high, right?
I got a 25, yes.
I'm right in front of Lady Lemai.
So you're next to me.
Yes, yes, yes. We're silenced. We're in the bubble.
Did I use my rune protection as a reaction for less damage for lottery?
58
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
magical piercing damage.
Ow.
How much?
58.
I'm down.
Azalea crumbles.
I feel like when she's not
Fish, you were also
conscious?
just gifted a sub.
You.
Thank you, Leslie.
I feel like when she's not conscious, she the pile of string that kind of makes up her more constructed form loses that shape. So she kind of just looks like a pile of weird unravelings.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ah!
She's still terrifying. It's just she is now unconscious.
Alrighty. Which is going to bring us to Lady Lemai's turn. Going to fly up, provoking opportunity attacks from
Yes, please.
Miriam and Lottery
Yes, please. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to
and
me.
My fancy
Coax.
death save dice.
Can Coax sneak attack if he hasn't with a reaction?
He can sneak attack on any turn, as long as he only does it once.
All right. Well, he hasn't managed to sneak attack yet, so he's gonna.
Oh, he
gonna
should have been able
stab
to
it.
sneak attack. He should have been able to sneak attack
He
last
hasn't been
time
able to
because-
land any hits.
Oh, he hasn't hit. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's,
But yeah,
he's,
you
he's
did.
trying, but he's
Oh, okay,
a
okay.
low-level rogue. 38.
crit.
22.
That's a crit.
Crit.
Nice.
It's gonna be 6d10 plus 3d6 plus
Wait, is
24.
that also polearm? So that means like she stays?
That's Sentinel, yeah. So she stays, 0 movement. And also also she's flying. You said she's flying, so she drops prone immediately and falls to the ground.
So how many dice was that?
Takes 6
60.
damage. It's a full 6 damage for the d6 of fall
60-10.
damage.
1, 2, 3,
6d10
4,
plus
5,
3d6 plus 24.
That's 7 damage from Lottery's little dagger.
How much from the dagger? Sorry.
7.
Okay.
68 damage.
Coax does not manage to land another hit.
Damn.
Oh,
Ah, what happened?
you're back.
That's 68 damage.
Okay.
Immediately, bonk, like a baseball bat. Bonk.
Trying to get out of the silence, fails to do so. Can't
Kind of
use.
Lottery kind of just gives her one of those like puppy dog kind of like what? Like what are you trying to do?
Let me see which spells that she can use that don't require verbal components.
There ain't many.
Good luck.
There ain't many.
You two are like,
I'm like, remember when you did this to me, Feff? And I was like, dude, I can't do shit.
Yeah, it works great. Good lord.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'm low enough in the spell list, I might as well use the other stuff. Good lord. All right. Oh, man. Turning back to Nerium. You watch as she gathers her shadow and tosses it at you, rolling to hit.
What?
that.
I got tricks for days. That is a 30 to hit.
Silvery barbs.
Counterspell your silvery barbs.
Ooh,
Not in 30.
There's 2 Spearsmiths left.
I'm out of range.
Oh, you are out of range. Higher roll.
Damn it.
Unlucky.
I tried.
The shadow passes through you like cold air and falls upon your shadow. Make a Constitution save. A Wisdom saving throw.
Fuck. What does it have to
Given
be?
Miriam the advantage in the silvery barbs.
Huh?
Okay,
Miriam,
you have advantage.
on something.
That's a no.
Even with the advantage.
Even with advantage, that's a no. Well, I'm assuming it's a no. I got 23. So that's like the highest I can get. But with
That-
So
Well,
first of
hold
all,
on.
even before the roll, you take 24 necrotic damage.
ow.
Ooh.
Now we gotta hold on from Nova. What we got, Offbeat?
I was just saying, like 20. Nerium, you got a 23? Don't say no. That's possible. The DCs have been 22 for all this stuff.
The DC is 19 for this one.
So 23 succeeds.
We'll take it.
And you manage to, you briefly become immobilized as the shadow takes a hold of you, and you just check, you just strong motherfucker, and you break its will upon you, and you have two shadows now that are fighting each other, essentially.
Just
Wow.
fuck. What in the Peter Pan?
You see them like Tom and Jerry style, just duking it out in 2 dimensions. Solitas, down. Stays down.
Dang.
No, wait, no, that dropped.
What?
The thing that was making him go prone. That was the Fearsmiths doing that, and then the goblins
That was the
killed them.
Fearsmiths. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a d4, odds or evens, to see if the Fearsmith that got him is one of the 2 that are still up.
Okay.
Nope. So he's up.
Yeah.
Yay!
Solitas. Looks around.
Like Homer Simpson strangling Bart.
And is going to back up out of the silence and cast let's see, hold monster.
Ooh.
And she's going to use her last legendary resistance. Lottery.
Yes.
It's the beginning of your turn. How many stacks do you have?
I believe I have 1 stack.
All right.
Oh, I'm so dead next turn. Oh no.
$48 magical piercing.
48. Okay.
You said you had 1 stack?
Yep.
You
so
are
that's my
free
last
of the
stack.
stacks.
Okay, can I telepathically communicate with Abby?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Abby,
Sir.
I know you are doing so well, my friend. I just need to ask, are you able? I'm gonna ask you this. If I gave you to someone else, would you be able to do what you do to me to them?
Sir,
Just this once.
I'm afraid not, sir. It requires attunement.
Yeah. Okay, no worries. All right, thank you.
He is disturbed that you would even say it.
Oh wait, I'm just
All
saying.
people
if-
remember this.
If I don't get, if our friends don't get out of here, I don't get out of here, and then I'm dead. That's all I'm saying. Okay. I'm going to look down at. Oh gosh, do I have a big body left? I do have something. Oh. Wait. I'm gonna drop silence
Okay.
just so I can communicate. Solitas,
What?
does Dominate Monster work on this? Pointing down at Lady Lemai.
A chance.
Dominate Monster. I want to cast my 8th level spell to Dominate Monster.
Counterspell
From whom?
from one of the 2 remaining Fearsmiths.
I will react with the counterspell on my own at 4th level.
The second Fearsmith has to roll for it. as he also casts counterspell at 3rd level.
Oi!
Right? Correct? Offbeat? Am I doing this right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
DC 14.
17. Sorry, buddy.
All right, then
Okay,
that first
that's fine.
counterspell has now the first counterspell goes off. It has to roll for the DC 18 dominate monster.
19.
Ah, bust a nut. All right, that's fine. That's fine. That's
Solitos
fine.
reaction. Solitos.
He doesn't have counterspell.
Just kind of it fizzles. It's like, and that's Lottery's turn. Lottery has no bonus action though. I have a bonus action actually. Stacks are not transferable, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that is it. That's all he can do. That's all
Okay.
he can do.
Nerium, how many stacks you got?
5.
Oh, I don't have enough d20s for that damage.
Miriam just kind of stands there, just turns around and looks at Nova. You better bring me back, or I swear I'll haunt you from the other side.
Fuck. Here I am.
92 magical piercing damage.
Oh
Down.
my goodness.
Nerium,
For the first time from an enemy that wasn't Nova is down, chat. She's down.
Wait, how much health did you have left, Lexi?
20.
Ah. Damn.
Ambassador Ottico.
This bitch.
Wasn't this guy feeble-minded?
Yeah,
He is, but you
Okay.
can still defend his allies, but he can't use...
he doesn't have any allies. he has
That
no
cast
allies.
Oh, in that case, he can't do shit.
Yeah, he can't do nothing. He starts stumbling away, and flees down the hall stairway on the far side. Azalea. First things first. Before you make your death save, tell me a favored memory.
I don't have many of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me a favored smell.
Fear? Like the okay. More specifically, actually no, I lied. It's the smell of honey.
It's the smell of honey.
Mm-hmm.
You lose that love, the smell of honey. Make a death save.
That's mean.
You see what I did to
In-
people in Windfall.
Yeah.
I
In
corrupted their memories.
in true fashion, that is my luck with the dice gods. That was a nat 1.
That's 2 fails.
That's 2 fails.
Can we get inspo on death saves?
No. Yes.
You can use
Yeah,
Inspire.
you can use inspo on death saves.
On the plus side, I'm rolling this very cool death save dice that I got. It's a 60-sided dice, but it's like split up, so it's got all of the numbers on it as
Cool.
a d20 would 3 times, so it's just as
Whoa.
fair, but it's got like hearts and little skulls on them.
That's cool.
So like that's a crit fail.
So the first time you
Like,
ever
that's
roll
another
this thing,
success.
it gave you a crit fail?
Yep.
Only
Correct.
uphill from here. There's only one
Yeah,
direction to go.
can only go well from here.
Near him. You are suddenly awake. Coax, crying, has your head on his lap as he is down on his knees and has just fed you a health potion.
Oh, you sweet
He's like,
motherfucker.
come on, please.
He just starts slapping his cheek like, oh, you sweet.
Oh, thank
amazing
God.
motherfucker.
And he's gonna try to pick you up. He can't.
Oh, you're you're getting a promotion. You are now my elite employee.
Top of the round
Is it me?
is you, buddy.
Is you? Okay, okay. How's she looking? How's Lady Lim?
She's looking rough.
How much health do I get?
Is she bloodied yet?
You have 5 health, Miriam. She's past bloodied.
Is it time to crit fish with wave, or is it time to disintegrate? I can't make enough
I
attacks.
heard crit fish and thought you were going to attack me with wave. And I was like, why? Why?
It's about that time. Stabs fish. They've never been more vulnerable.
Anyone got inspiration for fish?
Okay. Nova is going to... Has this person seemed very dexterous before? Or have they seemed mostly not dexterous?
They are quite dexterous.
Nimble?
They lack in strength.
Interesting. Fortunately, don't have many spells that work off of strength saves.
Yeah, you have to go into like graviturgy, I think, at that point.
I do have, which I do have. Make no mistake.
I'm gonna stop talking.
Remember you gave me that spell book with all the neat spells in them. Okay. Wizard spells, 5e. What we got an 8th level spell on the docket. I feel like it's time for a big boy. I could just whirlwind in the middle of this and that would be pretty silly. Can't use concentration because I need hypnotic pattern up. Finger of Death is con save. That ain't what I need right now. Create Magen.
If she's looking real bad, what about Power Would Kill? That's a level 9.
Yeah.
I downcast power word kill.
Imagine.
But they just get like crappier and crappier. Power word inconvenience. Power word stone in your shoe.
Power word itch in the middle of your back.
I am going to... Ooh, they legendary resisted hold monsters, so that means that they're vulnerable to that. That means that they aren't immune to it. I'm going to use the Mizium apparatus and a 5th level spell slot. Wait, that's concentration. Damn it, I can't do this. I don't know what to do, Feff. There's too many options. The battle has changed so much, but I need to make a decision.
Such a dynamic
oh, no,
fight.
The struggle of being a spellcaster and changing conditions.
Level 20 combat is hard.
Oh no, what do I do?
Why I just bonk.
People have been attacking her and not getting lashed back with the thorns.
They have been, actually. They have been getting lashed back with the thorns. Did
Yeah,
I miss
they
somebody?
have. It's still happening? Damn
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yeah, I had 5 fucking stacks.
Yeah, but she hit again and then another one didn't get applied.
Then I forgot.
Yeah, that was the 5th one.
Oh, that was a 4 gore. Okay.
Because I have
My
4
apo-
from my
I'm
attacks, and then I
mistaken.
got 1 from her big blasty thing.
Whatever.
What's your HP at?
I need a. I can't make up. If I attack her, I could go down. That's bad. So I am going
Oh, how many stacks do you have?
0. I've been making those saves. I've been careful. I'm gonna hit her with a disintegrate at 8th level. I need a dex save.
Okay. She fell prone, right?
Yep.
So disadvantage?
I think maybe. Conditions. 5e.
Normally she has advantage, so we're trying to chunk it down to just a straight roll.
It's not. It's nothing.
Okay.
Dang it.
Add advantage. Dirty 20.
dirty 20.
6 plus 14.
Ooh.
We have a way to remove. Is there a way to just remove 1 off of that?
I used my reaction to counterspell the counterspell that counterspelled me.
Damn, when you said
She's
end the
up
season,
next.
We didn't think we were just all gonna die.
No, silvery barbs.
I'm gonna use my red dice. My first ever dice set.
What was it?
That's a 2.
Yes! 8th level disintegrate, bitch!
Oh my god!
92 force damage!
What's the spellcast look like?
Nova just takes like a dollop of black hole from his eye.
Dollop.
I hate that.
And it condenses on his finger. And just staring down his eye, he just flicks it. And a beam just cuts straight through her position, turning her to ash and straight through the bleachers as it is released.
Just right over Azalea's corpse.
Ever seen Jujutsu Kaisen? You ever seen
I'm out of the.
Hollow Purple?
I'm further back. Like I'm way closer to the fear bros.
Yeah.
The body of Lady Lemarie of the Sealer Hert Court, of the Vayan Court, begins disintegrating. And you watch as it begins eating away at her body, and she's crying and screaming and trying to crawl away from it, but something is being replaced. And you watch as all of the Fearsmiths are suddenly down and being pulled into this writhing shadow. Audric, go ahead and post the last picture I sent you.
Or don't. Then, oh yeah, if you have the Eldritch Horror Square, that would be now, yeah.
As a nightmare is released.
She was a nightmare!
Mythic health bar, baby. And that's where we're going to stop for the night.
What the
Get a
poop?
long rest.
Chat, next episode, season finale.
Oh my goodness.
I might die.
Oh my gosh.
Mythic health bar, baby. I got more gas in the tank. Do you?
Got 5 health and somebody on death saves. What do you mean?
Chat, thank you so much for being here.
Uh-huh.
Thank you so much for being here. This has been Void Scourge. Stick around. We are going to be doing a raid. And if you want to get caught up, you can head to the YouTube called Long Shot. And you can see previous episodes there of our 3 weekly streamed campaigns. Tune in for Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Season finale. Next episode. This is going to be fun.
Oh my word.
I will say the last thing is this: as this nightmare erupts, you will never have your pieces of the Void Scourge.
Wooed.
There's also a Discord chat if you would like to head on over there and join our community where it's chaotic as we are wholesome. And this has been all sorts of fun. I'm going to Gen Con, and I'll be running a game over there. If you're going, I would love to be able to put faces to names. Excuse me. We also have all these summer series going on during the summer, of course, where I hand the DM reins over to somebody else, and we'll have a bunch of games going from a bunch of amazing DMs, Offbeat being one of them.
I'll make sure to do him dirty, just like this.
Yeah, I build nothing but bad karma being the perma DM. And hey, the crit awards are going on. I humbly have addressed the party to nominate me, to the chat to nominate me. I've been told I should do that. We've got legacy. There's legacy campaigns. There's favorite DMs. There's favorite NPCs. I think Mary was actually nominated as best NPC, which is humbling because Mary's the best of us. Mary's just adorable.
Vote Mary right now.
I think that's it for me. Offbeat, if you would like to take it away and maybe tell us a little bit about the summer series coming up while I gear up this raid.
Hello, my name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok under those exact same names. Hey, do you want to see power builds? Do you want to see crazy builds? You should subscribe to that YouTube. Do you want to see me ranting about Avatar: The Last Airbender and why the fandom is dumb? Go check that out and check the comment section for evidence. If most importantly, if you like D&D, stick around here because I'm going to be DMing the summer series here. If it is a wizard school situation, because as we all know, wizards are the strongest class in D&D, but what if they ran a university? And there's one thing that accompanies being the best, and that is being too ambitious.
Just to force the system to
Where's the music? Sorry. There
What's happening?
Nothing?
What companies being the best? Being too big for your britches and causing problems. And that is what wizards do best. So, if you want to watch a bunch of wizards cause a bunch of problems and then the party have to solve it, you should probably go and check that out. Quincy.
Hello, I'm Quincy Savern. I'll be at Gen Con 2. I'll also be at Hannafall, and I'm going to do something called The Gathering, and I will be all over the place. So follow the Instagram, and you'll know where I'm at, and we can say hi. And maybe play some Magic, because I'll be bringing some Magic the Gathering cards to play. That's it. Lex.
Hello, I'm SmolBirdLex. You can find me at SmolBirdLex. I do art, teach RPGs, and streaming. I'll be at Gen Con, so go say hi to me there. That's about it. Passive Fish.
Ew. I'm Fish. Sorry, I'm caught off guard at the moment. I'm Fish. You can find me in all the places as Fish Finley. I sing, I draw, I play games. It's a very fun time. Currently, I do streams on Tuesdays from 6 to 8 Pacific Daylight Time because I do art stuff. It's very fun. Speaking of which, I'm working on a cool new art project with a bunch of other artists, so stay tuned on my Instagrams and stuff to see all that. Also, I have art available as prints. You can find those prints on my links and stuff. There's a sale going on this weekend that's through Sunday that you can get free shipping if you spend more than $30. So I highly recommend going and doing that. Also, if you also want to see me play more D&D, join us next week on Saturday to see me potentially not die, maybe, hopefully. I hope, maybe. And I think that's... oh yeah, also, I'm on the board for the Crit Awards. Nominate your favorite content creators. The nominations are open until May 31st. And then we will let you know who the finalists are, and it'll be very cool and fun. And that's it. Back to Feff.
Is that everybody?
Yep.
All right, gang, pile in. We're gonna kick it with dinner and a game, and I hope you have a phenomenal rest of your evening, my friends. Go show them some love, and yeah, you're all amazing. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. I'll see you on Tuesday. I'll probably stream something on Monday too. Everyone, pile in here. Have a fantastic. Don't forget to tip your waiters and waitresses. Take your meds. Drink water. Sleep well. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.